Las Vegas Raiders, and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is sitting 10 in favor of the Chiefs. 40.5 is our total. Adam, I've been a detractor of the Chiefs all season long, and I'm not going to say that I think that I've been completely right about it, but I do think that if you look at the overall body of work for this Chiefs team, you just see a team that's really good, and it's not an elite or great team, which I think everybody just wants to keep trying to push them. They want to square peg that round hole so bad and put them into the elite category, and they're just not there. They're just a good team. They're just a really good team. They're not an elite team. So now we're going to ask them to cover double digits against a Raiders squad that, they're not all that great, but they still have some players. They still have some talent, and they have still been playing hard. So what do we think here about 10 in favor of the Chiefs?
Raiders are pass. It's probably pass. I've watched this particular matchup between these two teams enough to know that when the Chiefs turn it on against the Raiders can't do anything about it. Look what happened when they got together in Vegas, right? The Raiders ran out early. It looked like they were going to be competitive. And then the Chiefs just had their way and won this game by more than 10 points, which is what we're looking at here right now. So could I see the Raiders coming out with a laydown performance in which they put up 13 or 14? Sure, I absolutely could. But I also don't think the Chiefs are equipped to score at margin the way that they have been. And so in the end, I don't want to get involved with either side of this. If you made me get involved with anything, it's probably Raiders, but there are things I like more on the Monday slate than this.
Steven, it is a pretty low total for a 10-point spread, so there's at least that. Looking out, and guys, it's way too early to try and do any of this stuff because, again, we're several days out and weather changes pretty rapidly, but this was a game, at least at first, people have at least a star by to keep an eye on. There is a decent chance as of us recording this, that there's going to be some rain. There's going to be a little bit of wind, all of that, but that's stuff that we need to monitor a little bit closer to game time. So don't let that affect your handicap today, because 3 days from now, the weather could completely change.
Yeah. What we do know is that the Raiders are optimistic that Josh Jacobs is going to be back and take over for Zamir White in the backfield. So we should get another heavy dose of Josh Jacobs bell cow. If you're watching this, you need to go and check the injury reports for Travis Kelce. He left the Patriots game last week with an injury. We don't have the injury reports for where we're recording right now. Travis Kelce, kind of a big deal. So keep an eye on that. Line will move based on his availability, I would assume. I just am not interested in backing the Raiders here, even at double digits, even though the Chiefs are a team. This version of the Chiefs have had a hard time beating teams by double digits. I don't want to take a lesser price on what the look ahead was because the Raiders had the best offensive game of their franchise history against a dead team. Like, I don't want to quasi buy high on the Raiders here. So it's a pass for me. It's a watch and observe and see if the Chiefs can maybe solve some of the offensive issues we've been talking about for weeks.
Yeah, there's the Pacheco thing to look at, the Kelce thing to look at, all of that. So be sure that you're in it. Off the top of my head it would be tough for me to lay 10 points with the Chiefs. I know this is going to be a massively popular money line parlay day because everyone's going to take the favorites and parlay them all together. And I can't even say that that's a horrible decision this week, but it would be tough. It's a tough lay for me at the 10 for the Chiefs. Just haven't been able to really put together 60 minutes yet, right? I mean, we saw this even the last time that they played. The Raiders won the first half, basically. I mean, and the Chiefs took over in the second half. And so it's just, I haven't seen a 60-minute game out of the Chiefs all season long. So I can't imagine myself laying 10 points. Guys, everything we do absolutely free here at The Line. So please go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below. If you head over to thelines.com, upper right-hand corner is the Discord. That is absolutely free as well. And if you want to, go ahead, leave us some comments down there. We'll read them. Steven reads them anyway. I don't know. Steven reads them anyway. We'll go leave some comments down there, and we can always answer some of those things if you want that. Prop finder in the middle of the page at thelines.com as well. You got to use the prop finder. Make sure you're getting the best number and the best odds and the best juice at the best book. So be sure and do that as well. For Steven, for Adam, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and good luck on all of your bets.